Don't fall asleep. Never Sleep Again, The Elm Street Legacy, the ultimate nightmare documentary. This is an unpackaging of everything you will receive if you order Never Sleep Again from theelmstreetlegacy.com. Since I suggest that you buy this from the official website because you will receive these contents right here. First of all, the DVD with an excellent illustration. And that illustration you also get as a poster. And the poster is also signed by somebody very special, their autograph. And I'll let you take a wild guess at who that person is. That's right, Heather Langenkamp. It sure is nice having this autograph of hers. You can see how detailed the artwork is. Very nice. I think I'll hang it up on this wall over here. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's on the DVD too. Just to encourage everybody who's ever been, entertained at all by any movie of the Nightmare series. This, even if you're not a fan, you better buy this, and then you'll know that you have to go see the movies. But for the ones watching this who know the series very well, it is essential to buy this DVD. I'll show you what's inside in turn. Disc 1 is the feature presentation, 4 hours of interviews and behind the scenes from, you wouldn't believe how many people they got for the interviews. And Disc 2 includes extended interviews. So, okay, let's show you what's on these discs.
Don't fall asleep.
So as you can see, Disc 1 has an intro. You can subtitles, but as the chapter selection, it starts with Don't Fall Asleep is the first one. Kill for Me, they talk about the second, third, fourth, the TV series, and then 5. The sixth one, the seventh, and versus Jason, and then about New Line, and then the awesome end credits. So that's Disc 1. Okay, Disc 2 bonus features has extended interviews for 1 through 8, the TV series, and they talk about the remake there, number 10 as well. Just their opinions on what the remake, would be like in their eyes. Having none of the people seen it, they just ask for their opinions. And the first look at Heather Langenkamp's I Am Nancy, which is going to be great. For the Love of the Glove is glove makers that are amongst the internet and that sell gloves. So it's a look into just the art of the Freddy glove making. Fredheads, the ultimate Freddy fans, is really just they ask their people's opinions on people from the Nightmare series about how great the fan base is, which I am involved in. Horror's Hallowed Grounds is a documentary by Sean Clark, who goes to Southern California and visits many, many, many places that are shooting locations for the original Nightmare. And they even got Amanda Wyss, Heather, and Robert Russler and Marshall Bell for this one. And they also got Leslie Hoffman, so yeah, just to recreate scenes. So that one's great, you're gonna love that. Freddy vs. the Angry Video Game Nerd is James Rolfe. Talks about Freddy, the series, and he also talks about his review of the NES game of Nightmare. That's a great one. Expanding the Elm Street universe is Freddy in comic books and novels. Pretty self-explanatory. Some authors come on of their artwork and their stories for Nightmare fiction. And the music of The Nightmare is pretty self-explanatory. Conversations with composers and songwriters. They got the composers of 1, 2, 4, 7, but they couldn't get the composers from 3, 5, and 6. Elm Street's poster boy, the art of Matthew Joseph Peak. He's the guy who did the posters for 1 through 5 and the soundtrack cover of 6. They're those really exotic-looking poster arts, which I love to this day. A Nightmare on Elm Street in 10 minutes is not what it seems. It's really great. That's one of the most enjoyable parts of this bonus features. It's they have actors that they interviewed say lines from each of the films, and which basically recaps each of the movies. It's really funny. And last but not least, even though we saw this first, is the trailer for this documentary, which is you're able to watch it on your widescreen TV. So be sure to check out this DVD. It's worth every single penny, and there's never going to be a more definitive Elm Street documentary. It's so in-depth. Anything you've ever wanted to hear from something regarding like a rumor, or something that you've really wanted to know for years about the Elm Street series, it's here. I can guarantee it. And you'd be surprised who they got, to do interviews for this. And you're definitely going to see a few faces that you've always loved. And you have to go buy it. If you're an Elm Street fan, you've got to get it, period. And this is also to show you what's on the discs. So I'm going to cut to Fredheads, the Ultimate Freddy Fans, and show you the part that I was involved with, my fan submission.
There's rock and roll and the punk rockers. Well, there's, Nightmare on Elm, there's like movie making, and then there's Nightmare on Elm Street, the punk rockers. Yeah, Fredheads.
Okay, that was me. I was very happy to have gotten the chance to submit a photo, and I was the one with the glove to my face. I'll go back to it really quickly. This tattoo is really awesome, by the way. But yeah, there's me, Griffin T, and I was basically showing off my body. Well, not really. It was a Mark Patton homage, and so that's what I contributed. Just that shot right there. And the editor, I believe her name was Annette, for this documentary. She zoomed in on that picture of me, which she seemed to like the most, because that's the one where I am screaming like Jesse.